You think you ready for this smoke?
I have not seen a fighter with the style of Seneisa Estrada.
You standing face to face with the destroyer.
She wants to be undisputed at 105 pounds.
You think you ready for this smoke?
The super bad era begins right now.
You standing face to face with the destroyer.
This is what I was born to do. This is my destiny, and you cannot stop destiny.
With the big left hook. How about that right-left combination? She's letting her hands go. She's multitasking with the left, the right, upstairs and downstairs. She's catching her coming in. Big right hook. Here comes Seneisa Estrada. All offense, no breaks.
How can such a little woman hit so hard?
Super bad with her cape.
Super bad on a super week of boxing. From here in Las Vegas, we welcome you back to Top Rank Boxing on ESPN Plus, presented by AutoZone. As you can see, we are just minutes away at this point from this World Championship fight from Vegas. Seneisa Superbad Estrada. She is as skilled as any fighter in the game. Timmy, show us how in your lap.
Oh, yeah, she's innovative. Estrada explores unconventional maneuvers that her opponents rarely see, like this circling jab, and her natural response to her opponents closing the distance, clearing the left side for an escape route with a left hook, followed by a right cross, maneuvering on an angle with a triangle step, forward shifting into the southpaw stance and banging down to the body. This next sequence right here is from the southpaw stance, involves a check hook that transfers her energy and her weight back to her rear leg, allowing her to pull off this reverse loaded left hook, followed by a 1-2 combination. This is unbelievable. And here, she's squared up right here in the pocket, but look at her head, the way it's positioned. Right off the side in a safe place, slightly off the line while she works her numbers. You know, trainers out there, good luck trying to teach this type of style. You know, she has superior athleticism, balance, allowing her to do what she does inside this ring.
And the challenger for all that is Leonela Yudica, the former flyweight world champion, who has loads of experience at this level of fighting for championships. She had such a long run in defending her title and then lost it last October. She understands the challenge, Timmy, of coming here to Vegas. She says, listen, I know it's hard to win on the road. I have to do twice as much. But she feels as though she is very well prepared. And as she turned to us yesterday, she said, I am ready for a war. Started boxing at 19 years old back home in her native Argentina. When not fighting, she works as a first and second grade teacher and even on the city council as a representative. Leonela Yudica, 19 wins framed against just 1 loss and 3 draws. Trying to take the belts from one of the best fighters in the world. Super bad. Seneisa Estrada returns. And this moment is not lost on her of having this spotlight at this stage of her career. She told us yesterday, she said, you know, Dean Campos, her veteran trainer, they have a great relationship. She said halfway through training camp, Dean turned to her and said, you're the main event. And it didn't click with her. She said, I can't believe it. I stop, I think about it. You think what all the female fighters have done to train, to work hard. And here I am now, headlining major fight cards with guys on the undercard. Says it's an absolute dream. And she earned it, she deserved it. And on a weekend where we will have an undisputed welterweight championship fight in Vegas, a week when arguably the pound-for-pound best male fighter in the world was a headliner in Japan, she fits right in. She is of that status. Seneisa Superbad Estrada, ready to defend her titles. The unified 105-pound world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Pearl Concert Theater, here inside the legendary Palm Casino Resort in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum, and brought to you this evening by AutoZone. Get in the zone. And by Bud Light, the official beer of celebrations. We are sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Executive Director Jeff Mullen, Chairman Anthony A. Marnell III. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. David Obert, Dr. Jay Coates, Dr. Tristan Cooper, and Dr. Brandon Sneed. Your timekeepers this evening, James Cavan and Richard Urquidez. Our judges for this main event, Max DeLuca, Chris Migliori, and Steve Weisfeld. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Alan Huggins. And now, to everyone watching on ESPN Plus, and to everyone here inside the Palms Casino, 10 rounds for the WBC, WBA, and Ring Magazine Minimum Weight Championships of the world. And as always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank. And oh, baby, this is the main event. Introducing first out of the Bud Light blue corner. She weighed in at 103.7 pounds. Wearing black and sky blue trunks. Her record, 19 victories with only 1 defeat, 3 draws, 1 no contest. One of those victories coming by way of knockout. She is the former IBF flyweight champion of the world, making her 12th world title appearance from San Juan, Argentina, Leonela Yudica! Introducing out of the red corner. She weighed in at 104.4 pounds, wearing red trunks with gold trim. Her record, perfect. 24 fights, 24 victories, 9 of those victories coming by way of knockout. She is the former WBO light flyweight champion of the world. She is making her 4th world title defense. She is one of boxing's pound-for-pound queens. She is the reigning, defending WBA, WBC, Ring Magazine Minimum Weight Champion of the world from East Los Angeles, California, Seneisa Superbad Estrada!
See her father, Joe Estrada, with his daughter. Family that has overcome so much to find this success.
Okay, you both been given instructions in the dressing room. Obey my command at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch him up. Let's go.
Daughter of a Mexican immigrant. She has detailed her father's struggles and involvement at one point. Gangs and issues with drugs. He was in prison when she was a young girl. He's a wonderful force of goodness in her life now. They would watch big fights together, and she once asked her father, "Hey, Dad, do girls box?" And he said, "Yes, you can do whatever you want." And what she has done is become one of the best fighters in the sport in the world. Here we go, round number 1. Tim, what are you looking for early as Superbad throws off a right uppercut?
Of course, I'm looking for Superbad to close the distance. She's fighting a taller opponent who likes to fight off the back foot and looks for counters, particularly the left hook and occasionally the right uppercut. Those are 2 punches you should look for with Yudica. But Estrada, she possesses exceptional footwork, hand speed, agility. She can do a little bit of everything inside the ring. So just sit back and watch her do her thing.
I was very aware of the counter-punching of Yudica when we were asking her about the strategy earlier. Right hand to the body from Estrada. She said, you got to be a bit patient. You fight a counter-puncher, you have to be patient. She's going to throw long and perhaps counter her counters. Feint a lot, make her miss. And she also said going to the body she thought would be key against Yudica. And she's gone to the body a few times already.
Interesting enough, she knows. She's been boxing for an extremely long time. She has experience. She understands the importance of going down to the body. Why not get an early advantage by breaking your opponent down to the body? As you can see, she switches southpaw, and she seamlessly switches into orthodox stance. So just watch how she gets in position and gets out of range.
Right hand to the body. There it is right there. She threw the right hand to the body from that southpaw stance. It just crosses over so seamlessly to the southpaw stance. Another right hand to the body. Tries the three-punch combination, finishing upstairs. End of one. Unified champion Seneisa Estrada. She told us what her motivation is.
Oh, and Estrada caught her swinging, and down she goes.
I fight for the 8-year-old me who started boxing when women's boxing was kind of non-existent. I fight for that little girl who wanted to just come into the boxing world and just break down barriers for young girls like herself and for all women out there.
Oh, my word! And they will wave it off! A straight left hand does the trick for Seneisa! Super bad!
I think she fights for herself. She's trying to prove something to the world and that she is the best pound-for-pound female fighter in the world.
Back to the corner.
Fans from LA here. She's from East LA. Seneisa Estrada in that first round. She had a 13-6 connected advantage. Of course, 2-minute rounds in women's boxing.
Listen to me, I believe that innovation comes from finding ways to bend the rules. This is completely against the rules to what she's going to do here. She's going to come out with a lead hook, straight left hand, turns into the orthodox stance from the southpaw stance, and then attack from the orthodox stance. Completely against the rules. You're not supposed to be changing right directly in front of your opponent at mid-range because you can get caught. You can get caught on the way in if you don't time it right and go down. But that shows you her coordination, her balance, and her ability to throw from any angle, anytime she pleases.
Now, listen, some of the best to ever do this have been rule breakers when it comes to the conventional way. But she is so skilled, so athletic, so talented.
So right now, the problem that I'm seeing right now from Seneisa is that she's standing at mid-range and Yudica has longer arms. So if she's standing outside, she's going to get hit. When she attacks and she steps back to get out of range, she's not out of range. She's not fully out of range. So she has to be careful because Yudica, what she has is a left hook, a sweeping left hook.
Yudica able to land cleanly moments ago.
See, it's important for Estrada to get off her offense and then close the distance immediately. It's important. You need to be either all the way in or all the way out, or you're going to get caught with shots like that. Yudica having a good round right now.
She is.
She's doing extremely well.
Former world champion is down to her lowest weight she's ever been in her career to take on this challenge. Just slightly after the bell as they came with that trade and exchange. So Yudica had some good moments in round number 2, including the right hand, Timmy.
It's just the wrong range. Estrada's fighting from the wrong range. She's looking for a shot, but a nice slip inside by Yudica. This is called, right here, an even exchange. Both ladies were throwing the right hand at the same exact time, but Yudica's got there first. She got her head, she actually ducked her head down, getting away from Estrada's right hand to land her own.
Leonela Yudica really picked up the pace in that second round. She landed 12 of 50 punches thrown. Estrada was 14 of 39.
Ahora soltate, disfrutalo a combate. Viste que no le gusta que le peguen abajo. Acá le metiste un cross y se le nublaron los ojos.
Just her second fight in the U.S. for the Argentinian fighter. She's fought 22 times back home. Lightest weight of her 11-year pro career, we mentioned. Bernardo, what are they saying?
On Seneisa's corner, Dean Campos was saying we've got to slip inside that right hand. And for Yudica, the instructions are hit her during the guard change because that's when you have opportunities.
Explain that further, Timmy, what that means.
During the guard change, that can mean hit her when she switches southpaw.
Yes.
They want to catch her in between when she's switching from orthodox to southpaw because she's not balanced. When you lift up that back foot to bring it forward, you're off balance, literally off balance. You have one foot on the ground. So if Yudica was to time that switch, stay calm and time that switch, she can catch her off balance and it could produce a knockdown.
Trying to punch between punches. As Yudica steps forward to Superbad. Sweeping that right hand across the body. She's been targeting that body. Early on has Estrada. And that orthodox stand, check hook as Yudica came forward.
Tess, you can see a lot of experience from Yudica. A lot of experience. A lot of pro experience. She's patient, she's calm, she's not panicking. She's making good decisions, great sound decisions, throwing the right shots at the right time. And right now, she has Estrada a little befuddled. And look at on the way out. She catches her on the way out.
Good right hands in that exchange from Estrada.
Stop of the bell.
Good punch combination comes in from Estrada. Yes. End of 3 in our World Championship fight.
That was a good round for you. She's trying to land the punch as you come out. Every time you punch, you're going the left to the body, the right to the body. You're standing straight up. You can't do that. You got to go here, boom, and go back down. And then come up. Look at, draw the right hand, slip to the inside, go to the body. And then stay down, and then stay right underneath her, all right? She can't fight real close, that's why she's trying to hold you. Give me some more footwork, give me your leg movement. So whatever you do, you gotta punch and you get under. It's 2-1 right now, you're leading. But you gotta win this round right here, okay, but do it smart. Bait her in, and then catch her, but then drop. And then move around, get around her.
So Dean Campos with a very honest assessment to Seneisa Estrada, the world champion, saying, hey, it's 2-1 right now. He stressed wanting to see a little more defensive presence on the inside by way of staying low and punching and not being straight up to become more of a target.
When you're a shorter fighter and you're fighting against a person with the longer arms and taller than you, you cannot pull straight back because they have longer arms. They'll be able to follow you out. And what's happening is that Estrada, she's throwing the combinations and she's thinking that she's clear and out of range, but she's not. And she's getting caught in the process.
That was a nice left hand to the body on that last exchange by Estrada.
And the way she shifted in that from the southpaw stance to the orthodox stance was no joke. That was a big right hand.
It was. There's that danger zone, that mid-range. There's that check hook from that orthodox stance. Always willing to fire that off. And now Yudica with her back up against that neutral corner before they tie up. Alan Huggins, our referee for this championship fight.
Oh.
Another left hand catches Yudica as she came forward.
That way she baited her in.
She did. Well timed. And the trap laid by Seneisa Estrada.
See, that's the guard change that they're talking about. It's not the stance switch. That's the guard change. You see how she's shifting back and forth? Those are called pre-slips. They're saying attack her when she's doing the pre-slips.
Not in position to fire back as well as she could be. Not settled with her feet in a punching stance. Look at this exchange as we come down the stretch of round number 4.
Good counter.
Yudica opening up with a right hand and then a left follow. Good exchange to close out round number 4.
Apretada la pelea, loca.
Hey, this is a close fight,
muy
girl.
apretada.
It's really, really close.
Está contra incómoda ella.
And she's really uncomfortable.
Mírame, cuando te traiga acá la soga ahí, ¡pum!
When she
Metele
has you
gancho
on the
al
ropes, you
cuerpo.
gotta throw those shots to the
Toma
body.
aire, toma aire.
Take a deep breath.
Toma aire.
Yes.
Try to do your side moves at the outside. Her punches are always coming from out here. Stay in the inside. Once you get close, feint her. Keep foot feint her. Draw her punch.
Here it is, Estrada right here. Gets hit with this left hook, loading up, dropping the opposite hand. She does that quite often, where she'll look for a shot in between stances. But a beautiful step back counter right here. But look at her feet. Switching, able to switch stances, still be on balance while under attack. It's just, you know, I'm telling you folks at home, this is not your traditional type of boxing. This is different stuff. This is unique. This is innovative. It works for her. And it's fun to watch.
The unified champion, you see the punches last round where she had a 20-17 edge. Overall, Seneisa Estrada has a 67-47 total connect edge against the former flyweight world champion, Leonela Yudica. Heard from Dean Campos, trainer of Estrada, again telling her, stay on the inside.
Break! Oh, stop. Listen, okay? Go ahead on the break. All right, you okay? All right, let's go.
Who she was listening to was Campos, because as soon as she found that real estate there, Timmy, he said, stay on the inside, stay on the inside.
Yes.
And instead of breaking, she kept throwing punches there.
Oh, absolutely. Stay on the inside is right, because as soon as you get out and you think you're clear, you're not. Yudica's going to be looking for you to exit, and she's going to extend with those arms, and she's going to land something. But I like the adjustment that I'm seeing from Estrada. What she's doing is now she's countering the counter. She's trying to draw and bait Yudica with the guard change. Now she understands what she's trying to attack, and she's setting her up, setting a trap to be able to land her offense.
Hands free.
Right hand comes in from Estrada.
Good follow-up combination right there from Yudica. Some of those punches missed, a few got in.
But the aggression matters.
Yes.
And she talks about coming and fighting on the road in Vegas against a champion like this. You want to stay as aggressive as you can. Let those hands go. End of 5. Remember, 10 rounds, the championship fight in the women's game.
Oh, it's starting to heat up. Yudica came to fight, people. She came to fight, no doubt about it. But it's been the quickness, it's been the elusiveness of Estrada, and the experience as well that I believe that's getting the best of Yudica. Yudica was having a good time countering, punching from the outside. But again, you have to be able, at this level, you got to be able to make adjustments and make adjustments on the fly. And as you can see, the world champion right now has made some adjustments and is working for her. And she is winning this fight, I believe, right now. She's taking over this battle.
(84-57) connect advantage for Estrada, according to CompuBox. She was simply flawless the last time out when she won the WBC belts against the previously undefeated Tina Ruprecht. This is a far different challenge, especially stylistically.
All right, so game plan switch real quick. Adjustment, minor adjustment from Yudica and their team. They're looking to fight fire with fire. So they're looking to land in between the shots, the wide shots of Estrada. So when she throws, she's gonna try to throw with her. Not sure if that's smart, because I don't think she can match this output. But she might surprise me.
Trading more than I expected is Yudica.
She's showing her versatility right now.
Estrada inching forward in that southpaw stance.
She set the trap, Tess.
Yep.
Setting the trap.
Watch that backhand the moment, there it is. Ooh. And then switches over orthodox the moment that Yudica throws.
That left hook is finding a home for Yudica.
Again with the left hook. There it is again. He's thrown between punches.
Yes.
Good action here in round 6.
Good
Estrada
shot.
fighting backwards and able to land there.
Yes, off her back foot.
That was impressive stuff by Seneisa Estrada. Right uppercut from Yudica. Estrada easily fires back.
The stand switches is what's the problem right now for Estrada when she gets in situations where she's trying to exit. Just the long arms and the experience of Yudica is surprising. Making it difficult.
Big fight week. And always a lot of fighters who come out in Vegas when there's a big fight night, especially the world champion. Nico Ali Walsh had a nice visit with Nico.
Oh, yeah.
There's Rolly.
Mr. Rolly, he even came by and said, what's up? Yeah, Rolly came by and said, what's up?
By the way, the person you want to focus in on is that lady right there, Yokasta Valle, who has the other 2 belts at 105 pounds. Emiliano Vargas, one of the finest prospects in the game.
Shirt.
Oh, now he's got it now. He can work it. Keyshawn Davis, we saw him a week ago.
Businessman.
There is Shushu. Bruce Carrington, Brooklyn's very own undefeated. And there is Devin Haney.
The dream.
The undisputed lightweight champion of the world who made news today. All the fans want a picture with Devin Haney as he had a great visit with Mark Kriegel. Came by to tell us everything that's going on. And listen, he's going to have this path at 140 pounds that he's detailed against Regis Prograis, and then already talks about a super fight. If he wins that, a super fight of Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez.
I like the way that sounds, but he can't get ahead of himself. Regis Prograis is a bad boy. Don't judge that man by his last performance now.
Round number 7 here of our title fight. Mark, how do you have it scored?
58-56. Seneisa Estrada with the caveat. Listen, you can see that third round. Either way, I gave Yudica the last round. The problem she's going to have, what she said before, she doesn't have the power. She's going to have to win a decision on the road. She says she's ready to leave everything she has in that ring. We're going to see over these next 4 rounds.
Bernardo?
Yes, I just spoke with Daniel Alcaraz, who is the uncle and trainer of Leonela Yudica, and he told me, look, if the judges are watching what I'm watching, they have it a draw so far, and if they keep fighting at this pace, it should be a draw where neither loses.
Well, there's still a lot to be determined here down the stretch. That would only be 1 round off of what Mark Kriegel has, who favors Estrada. As we've heard from many of the ringside observers here ringside, just a slight edge toward Estrada in terms of rounds at this point, but to be determined. Final minute of round number 7. Man, 2-minute rounds and only 10 rounds. Every moment counts with titles on the line in women's boxing.
Yeah, but they're
truncated.
But they're throwing more punches than men.
They are. This has been good action. Not surprising with these two.
In 2 minutes versus 3.
Oh, it's a right hand that comes in from Yudica, and Estrada fires back, but that was a solid right hand from the challenger.
Those angles, angling out the way she does, is not working against the taller opponent in Yudica. Yudica is too experienced. She sees it.
Good exchange here at the end of 7. Crowd is loving it.
¿Qué son? ¿Me está escuchando? Muy bien. Toma aire. Después. Muy bien. Seneisa, this is all about foot feints. Foot feints, foot feints, foot feints. Shoulder 2 and slide under to the right.
Look at this right hand landed by Yudica. Right on the temple of Estrada. Estrada trying to come back with her own offense. Again, it's at the end of the punch for Yudica is where she's dangerous. She only has produced 1 knockout in all of her professional fights. But again, being a tall, long, rangy fighter, the strength of her punches at the end, but that was a short, crisp right hand on the temple of Estrada as she tried to get off some offense.
3 rounds to go. 6 minutes to determine it as Seneisa Estrada looks to defend her 2 belts. Total punches, a 114-98 advantage for Estrada. Total punches, you have 2 fighters coming up on 400 thrown to this point.
This is mental
good
fortitude
body shot
test. Mental fortitude right here. This is where champions are made. The great ones, they figure it out. Even when you're not having your best performance, you still find a way to win. Estrada is going to have to do that tonight. Good shot.
Targeting that body again.
Good shot.
The sweeping left hand that's able to hit between punches.
See, Yudica throwing those combinations out at range. Estrada's right there to be hit. She's letting her hands go, and she usually lands. But no one's been able to make her pay. Yudica's making her pay for her mistakes.
Well, when you throw over 400 punches to this point, you're going to create opportunity for the opponent. There's another right hand that lands as Estrada just continues to throw. And every so often, Yudica's taking advantage of those openings. It was a right hand that landed moments ago. This is a good fight, Timmy.
Yes, it is.
With 2 belts on the line, as we will have 2 rounds to determine it here in Vegas at the Palms.
Hey, you're winning it now. You're winning. I got some more Vaseline for you. Take a deep breath. Come on, we got a whole minute to work. Relax. When you landed that big shot down to the body, she's dead.
And let her punch whatever she does. And you go inside and throw punches, all right? Listen to me on this. I'm telling you. Don't try to be spectacular. Win the fight. You look spectacular the next time.
When you look at that left eye, keep in mind this right hand.
Looping right hand. Catching Estrada on the way in. Timing beats speed. Well-placed shot right there from Yudica.
There was no bruising prior to that right hand, and now you see as Seneisa Estrada, as the world champ, a pound-for-pound elite, comes out for round number 9, bruising around that left eye. Meanwhile, a knot on the head of Leonela Yudica. Power punches in the last round. Yudica had a 16-10 connect advantage on power punches. She has come here knowing what a challenge it would be, and she is giving everything she can. As Estrada presses the action again, Yudica fires between those punches. Good action here. Round number 9. 10 rounds in this championship fight.
See, Yudica knows. Started boxing at 19. She knows that when you fight a shorter opponent, just as Estrada is, you drop your level. You're the same height as her. You're able to get underneath her shots, and you're able to extend with your offense because you have the longer reach. Just watch how she drops her level when Estrada attacks.
That time she comes forward behind the jab, throws the 1-2. Wide shot was blocked.
There it is.
There's a short right hand from Estrada at the end of that.
Good combinations. Way to be in position to throw those shots for Estrada.
Yudica pushing down on the neck of Estrada. Looks like nothing, but it can tire you out when you're this deep into a championship fight, especially with the output that these fighters have put forth.
Nice shot.
Good hook from Estrada. The left hook by Estrada puts a stamp on round number 9.
What's that? Last round. Okay.
The body in and out. I need that here in this round. All right? Give me motion, but keep your hands high. See, when you got close afterwards, you were safe. She couldn't throw anything. All the punches were flying over your head. Stay close and then give me a shot. Stay down. Then give me a shot. Don't go boom, boom, boom. Don't go boom, boom, boom. You go boom, let her punch, then boom to the body, boom, and then boom. And you keep putting your hands up on either side.
This is clean, effective punching right here. She has a lot of success. Beautiful left hook right there on the way out. She has more success when she's setting traps and laying traps and allowing Yudica to commit with her offense to land her own offense.
We're headed to the 10th and final round with 2 belts on the line. Mark, how do you have it scored?
86-85. Seneisa Estrada. There's a couple rounds in there go either way. Listen, it comes down to this round, fellas.
That's according to Mark Kriegels. He has been scoring ringside. So the unified champion with a tough test tonight. A 144 to 131 connect advantage as Yudica has been game. She's put forth a good strategy. Estrada has delivered on everything you'd expect, but Yudica, a recent champion, had such a long run as a titleist, is showing her experience. Estrada coming forward.
So
catches
smart.
her with that left hook again.
That's what I'm talking about, Tess.
That left hook may carry these final rounds.
But Yudica's game.
She is.
But right now, she's running into some traps from Estrada. She's luring her in. She's acting like she's going to commit, and then she'll get out, and she'll throw her own offense. There it is again.
That time from the southpaw stance.
Yes.
So she draws her in from that southpaw stance and lands the right hook. It was the left hook moments ago.
See, that's what you have to do with counterpunchers. You have to draw them in, and then you have to counter them. Counter the counter.
There it is with the left hand. Good boxing now. Right hand to the body. This is what champions do. When it's on the line, they act like it. They show it.
Yes, the great ones do it, Tess. They figure out a way. Even when they're not feeling well.
Switching stances. Right hand from
right
Yudica.
hand. Another one.
This fight has absolutely delivered.
Ooh.
Excellent action throughout. There's the clap. Final 10 seconds.
Ooh. Wow.
Good stuff. Very good stuff between Estrada and Yudica, Timmy.
I'm telling you. And Yudica's happy with her performance. She feels that she won this match, that she did enough to win this battle. And Estrada closing strong. Finally putting together, finding the key to victory. Counter the counterpuncher. Great round for her. Great finish. Not sure how the judges have it, but what a heck of a match. Boy, Tess, this was a great match. A great match. Both girls are landing bombs. Both, I shouldn't say girls, excuse me, ladies were landing bombs from the opening bell. You know, they got right to it. That's the difference between male boxing and female boxing. They get right to it because all they have to work is 2 minutes. But beautiful, clean punches by Yudica. I think the height and the reach advantage gave Estrada some problems tonight. You know, she was eventually able to figure it out. But Yudica came with a game plan. She was executing her game plan extremely well throughout the course of this fight. And towards the end of the fight, you saw the champion pull up, prevail, figure it out, dominate the back end of this fight, and I believe possibly gave her this match to where she can retain her titles.
You look at those final CompuBox numbers, a 161 to 144 edge. Give credit to Yudica. Edge Estrada when it comes to total punches, punches landed, and power punches in the 10th round. In the 10th round, she landed 15 power punches to Yudica's 10. Mark, how did you finish your scorecard?
96, 94. I thought that Seneisa showed a real dog in that final round. You know, it's a close fight no matter what. I applaud Yudica because taking this fight, coming overseas, a champion willing to be the B-side is why the female side of this sport is taking off while the guys take sabbatical while they look for unification fights.
Let's hear how the judges had it in our championship fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds here inside the Pearl Concert Theater at the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas, Nevada, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Max DeLuca, Chris Migliori, and Steve Weisfeld all scored the bout 97-93 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBC, WBA minimum weight champion of the world, Seneisa Superbad Estrada!
Seneisa Superbad Estrada, as she will take those 2 belts back, and she hopes to grab 2 belts that are owned by a woman sitting ringside, Yokasta Vallier, who is the other titleist. The goal is to be undisputed. She thinks she can do that this year.